Hi there. How's your week going? Ours is going pretty well. We're getting lots of projects done in the house. Every time Jeff turns around, I either hand him a hammer or a paintbrush, and he's got yet another project to do, which he's super excited about. I continue to learn about technology a little bit more every day, and I'm pretty close to being able to quit my day job and go into the tech industry. No, not happening. But one of the things I have been doing a lot of this week is having conversations with people on the phone. It's been really exciting to go back to that old practice that we had before texting and, going out and seeing your friends. I would get to talk to them on the phone. We've talked a little bit about prayer because that was something we've been working on, but, you know, I did get something from my mother-in-law, Jane, who shared a Art Linkletter clip with me, which you need to go Google because it's really adorable. But I'll tell you what it's about. Art Linkletter is talking to the children about Bible stories. And he says to this one little girl, "What's your favorite Bible story?" And she says, "When Jesus made water into wine." And he says, "Yes, that was a miracle, wasn't it?" And what does that story about Jesus making the water into wine teach us? Little girl thinks and she says, "When you run out of wine, get on your knees and pray." That's one good reason to pray. But, talking about patience, patience is not an easy thing, especially now when we used to be frustrated about a meal coming out in the restaurant in a timely way or sitting in a car jam. Those were the things that we had to practice our patience with. Now we're having to, be patient to be able to see a loved one who might need you, or to be able to hug your friends, or to open your business, or to go to work, or to have a job. There's so many reasons to need to practice your patience right now, right? So I looked in the Bible to see, where can we find some guidance? And there's lots of different spots in the Bible that you can learn about patience. One of the things that was really interesting to me was 1 Samuel. It says, "A lack of patience can cause you to miss blessings." Now that's an interesting concept, to think that something that's a struggle is a blessing in disguise. I had posted on a social media piece a little blurb that says, "Remember that once you dreamed of being where you are now." And so you think about, gee, I remember that time that I was really wishing I had time to sit down and read a book. I really wish I had time to finish that project. I really wish I had time to learn that skill. Well, we have it. We actually got what we wished for. So, patience. How do we get patience, and where is God in looking for patience? I have found that there have been times in my life where I have had a challenge and I've prayed to God and asked him for patience. And what usually happens then is God, with his infinite wisdom, ramps it up so that I really have a good opportunity to continue to practice that patience. And I've got to tell you, it's not comfortable, but I did learn patience. So my prayers were answered and heard. So what does patience look like? Well, in the Bible, the story in Genesis about Jacob and Rachel, we know that Jacob was kind of hoodwinked and he had to serve 7 years to get Rachel to be his bride. But, it only seemed like a few days to him. In fact, in Genesis it says, "So Jacob served 7 years to get Rachel, but they seemed like only a few days to him because of his love for her." Well, to work on something for 7 years, to wait for something, something so beloved for 7 years, that was tough, but he did it. And had he not had the 7 years of waiting, he would have never gotten Rachel, who was one of the biggest blessings in his life. So practicing that patience came up with an amazing blessing. And so we kind of have to look at, how are we going to do that with this? You know, what he would have missed out had he not done that. So what can we do? Is there a way that we can look at our practicing patience now that will give us our blessing at the end? What would those blessings be? In Psalm 37, it says, rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. In Romans 8:25, it says, but if we hope for what we do not see, we wait for it with patience. So here's a challenge. Think of things in your life that you could devote a little patience towards and ask the Lord to help you with the patience. You know, can we do it? Of course we can. So I found a psalm this week, Psalm 27. I'm really enjoying digging into the Psalms. That's an area of the Bible that I don't necessarily go looking. So this has been a really fun thing for me to do. Psalm 27. See if you can find where patience might be mentioned here. Love is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? Love is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? When fears assail me, rising up to rescue me, each one in turn shall be seen in love's light. Though a multitude of demons rise up within me, my heart shall not fear. Though doubts and guilt do battle, yet shall I remain confident. One thing have I asked of love, that I shall ever seek, that I might dwell in the heart of love all the days of my life, to behold the beauty of my beloved and to know love's plan. For I shall hide in love's heart in the day of trouble, as in a tent in the desert, away from the noise of my fears, and I shall rise above my struggles, my pain, shouting blessings of gratitude in love's heart, and singing melodies of praise to my beloved. Hear, O my beloved, when I cry aloud, be gracious and answer me. You have said, seek my face. My heart responds, your face, my beloved, do I seek. Hide not your face from me. Do not turn from me, you who have been my refuge. Enfold me in your strong arms, O Blessed One. Though my mother and father may not understand me, you, my beloved, know me and love me. Teach me to be love as you are love. Lead me through each fear. Hold my hand as I walk through valleys of doubt each day, that I may know your peace. I believe that I shall know the realm of heaven, of love here on earth. Wait for the beloved. Be strong with courage of the heart. Yes, wait for the beloved of your heart. Just like Jacob had to wait and got a great blessing. Have a great week, guys.